You've probably already heard and seen this in the news, but there's an outbreak that's going all across the country and is right here in Florida too. 1,600 plus people have been sick. There's been many hospitalized, and it's a parasite that's in our leafy greens. It's in our lettuce. And the thing about this outbreak, the thing about this parasite, you can't wash it off. There's no amount of vinegar that you can put on your produce when you get it from the grocery store that's going to wash this parasite off. Today, I want to talk about it. I want to talk about the foods that we need to be careful in going to the store and buying right now. And I also want to talk about how part of that solution might be in your own backyard. So let's get into it. So welcome back to GrowFit Florida. I'm Jermaine, and I grow all my food right here in beautiful West Central Florida, Zone 10A. So I've been tracking, I've been following the news. I've been trying to get all the information that I can to help my family and to present it to you guys. So I took a lot of notes on my phone. So I'm gonna go through my phone, some of the notes that I've taken from some of the things that I have found. In the comments below, please, if you have any updated information after this video has came out, please put it in there. Let everybody know how you're protecting your family, some things you're doing, or some things that you found, or just some conversation. We can have some healthy conversation. There is a parasite that's going around called Cyclospora, and Cyclospora is a intestinal parasite where it's causing extreme discomfort in many people, now over 1,600 people who have been infected. There's no nice way of saying this. If you're infected, it's extreme runny diarrhea. Some of the symptoms leading up to that can be nausea, body aches, extreme tiredness. And what they have found early on is they're saying that it was lettuce from a farm called Taylor Farms that distribute to Taco Bell. And they thought at first that that's where it came from, this lettuce. But after they tested that lettuce is a false positive. So it looks like they're ruling out that the lettuce from Taco Bell is the main culprit of this. So what they're doing now, basically, they're trying to just figure out, asking everybody who's been infected, where have you eaten at? Where was the last place you had a meal? And they came up on Taco Bell because a lot of them ate at Taco Bell, and they're like, okay, you ate at Taco Bell, you ate at Taco Bell, it must be from Taco Bell, it must be from this lettuce. But that false positive is now, basically stirring things up, saying like, hey, it's not from here, so we can't put it here. Another thing is that they're saying is you can get this infection and you could be good for a few days, and then all of a sudden those symptoms come on, and then you can start feeling better, and then a week later it comes back full force. So if you're eating food and you're going out to eat here, you're going out to eat there, you get a stomach ache and you think it might have been food poisoning from here, and then a couple days go by, you're feeling kind of better, and then a week later you're coming down with extreme runny diarrhea. You don't know where you ate from. Like, let's be honest, who's tracking their food like that? So right now they're still scrambling to figure out where this is coming from. Let me answer this question that you're probably thinking as well. How in the world did this parasite get in my lettuce? Because when you research what Cyclospora is, you're like, okay, this is feces from humans. It's not from cows, it's not from chickens, ducks, rabbits, it's from humans. And also it works in a specific way. When it leaves the body, it's not ready to make anyone sick yet. It takes about a week or two. It has to sit out in the environment, the water or soil, before it becomes infectious. Let that sit in. So immediately I'm thinking like, okay, if it's from humans and it has to sit out in the environment for a week or two, let's follow that chain. Let's see, how is this getting in our food chain? Like, what's happening? What happens is our government allows farms to take our wastewater, treatment water, they filter it out, and they get all the smell and they say the toxins and everything that's bad out of that water. They leave the solids for fertilizer. So us backyard farmers, okay, we're making compost out of our kitchen scraps to use as natural fertilizer. A lot of our agricultural industry is using these methods. And then I thought, I'm like, okay, look, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be like, all right, because there's a lot of things that are safe. We might think like, all right, this sounds disgusting, this is nasty, but it's safe. And for the most part, I told you guys, I was a biochem major, and I do trust and believe in most science. I'm a science guy. Now, when I heard this, I'm like, let me not jump to conclusions. Let me see what other countries are doing. There's a lot of countries who ban this because of this potential that's happening right now. There's many countries who have banned the use of this after they had decades of study and they had multiple outbreaks linking back to something like what's happening right now. And the countries who have banned this, their life expectancy is greater than ours, by the way, too. So that is, I always look at one thing. Is one thing when somebody does something, you look at their results from it, or you can take it, in the whole. So when I see these other countries who's banning this and their life expectancy is far greater than ours, maybe we as a nation should start following countries that are a little bit healthier than we are. And this, it has to be a better way. I'm not saying whatsoever that this is widespread, but if you think about it, I mean, if they're treating our fecal matter and using it as fertilizer, I mean, could it? Could it be the way? I don't know. It's a lot smarter people than me that's going to answer that. But just want to let you guys know what's going on with our agriculture. Like, this is our planet. We have to share it, and we have to do right by our planet. And recycling everything and making use of everything, including our waste, is important. I get that. I get that. And I know in the space station, I know they were recycling their waste, and recycling their urine to use as what, drinking water, and it worked fine for them. And I get all that. I truly do. It's just I don't know. In my head, I think that it has to be a better way. It has to be a better way we can recycle our waste and putting it back on our food like that. It has to be a better way. One thing that I'm doing right now, and I would suggest that, just for the time being, until they figure out where this is truly coming from and we get a grip on this, it's probably best, if you're going to buy any type of lettuce, to just buy a whole head of lettuce, not bagged lettuce, not chopped up lettuce. Um, it's also probably best, if you can, just to avoid any type of bagged lettuce, any type of bagged produce, period. Anything that's chopped up, that's pre-chopped up, you probably want to avoid that for the time being. I'm not saying forever. I'm just saying for the time being. Also, in learning more about this, they're saying that it can't affect, our animals. So, if you have chickens, ducks, rabbits, or whatever, and you have some bagged lettuce in your refrigerator and you don't know if it's been infected or not. Now, I'm not saying that you're just gonna just give it to them like you don't care, or nothing, like you're a bad pet owner, or livestock owner. I'm not saying that, but the studies have shown it only affects humans and not animals. So you can actually give it to them and it won't affect them. They can eat it if you're unsure about eating it yourself. So that's all I'm saying. And we have to be careful. This is something we can't wash off no matter how much we scrub our produce. So you have to be careful. Taylor Farms, they supply to a lot of different places, even Costco's. They supply a lot of bag lettuce and produce to Costco. So watch out, just be mindful and be cautious of it. For the past few days, I've been receiving a lot of messages from the GrowFit Florida community asking me, am I tracking this? Am I following along with these outbreaks? And like I said at the beginning of this video, you bet I am. I have 4 kids, and I want to make sure that I'm not bringing anything into the house that can potentially affect my family. Now, when I'm responding to everyone, I'm pretty much saying the same thing. Like, this is all of our wake up call, that we can all do better. We can all grow more food, or we can start growing food if you're not growing food already. The big question we all are wondering, what in the world can we do? Well, the first thing is not buy the food, any of the produce that is listed in this outbreak. Like, let's just avoid it. We can skip over that for right now, right? We don't need it. We don't want to even take the chance and bring that into our home for our family. So now that we know, let's just avoid that until we get better information and we can actually rule out what we're buying is not going to be an issue. So that's number one. Number two is definitely time to learn a new skill. Gardening is a skill that it's been lost over the years because there's grocery stores everywhere and they're making it so easy for us to just to pick up our phone and we can get food delivered to our house within minutes. So we don't have to do anything. We don't have to have any skin in the game. We can just click a button and we have everything we want right there. Not saying that that's a bad thing because it's not, but I am saying that in times like this, you start to realize that having food grown in your backyard is an incredible asset. Let's just grow it, y'all. Let's start our gardens. If you have a backyard, you can start growing. If you have a apartment, you can grow on a balcony. If you have a townhouse, you can grow in your patio. You know, grow where you are. Buckets are fine. Pots, in ground, raised beds. Use whatever you can to grow yourself some food. And I'm gonna end it like this. On Sunday, I have a video coming out because of everything that's going on. I'm going to show you guys how to properly plant moringa, and we're going to talk about moringa because with everything's going on right now with our food, we need something that's going to boost our immunity, something that's going to give us a fighting chance. No matter what happens with what we buy in the grocery store, we're going to have better immunity. And to have a moringa tree growing in your backyard, I mean, it's not too many things that pound for pound is going to give you as much superfood as a moringa tree will. And nowadays more than ever, this is so important. So I want to go through it with you guys and show you how to properly grow yourself some moringa. So tune in on Sunday for that. And I hope this video was helpful. And until the next video, God bless.